that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
I pray you, is Signor Montanto returned from the wars or no?
What is he that you ask for, niece?
Well, you see, it seems to be my cousin's,
She means my cousin Signor Benedict from Padua.
Faith, niece, you tax Signor Benedict too much, but he will be me with you. I doubt it not. There's a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them. The gentleman is not in your books.
No, and he were I would burn my study. But I pray you now, is there no young square who will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
God help him, he shall hang upon him like a disease. He sooner caught in the pestilence than the taken ones, presently mad. Lord help the noble Claudio.
Good Signor Leonardo, you are come to meet your troubles. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter?
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no, for then were you a child.
Oh, she would not have his head, on her shoulders for all of Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
Oh, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Oh. Is it possible Disdain should die while she has such meat food as Senor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to Disdain if you come in her presence.
Oh! Then is courtesy a turncoat?
But it is certain I'm loved of all ladies, only you excepted.
What I could find in my heart, had I not a hard heart, for truly, I
love
none.
A dear happiness to women. They would also have been troubled with the most pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood I have your humor for that.
I'd rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me. God keep your ladyship still in that mind.
So, some gentleman or other shall scape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching cannot make it worse than twisted as face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse have the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer.
But keep your way. I God's name.
I have done.
You always end with a jade's trick.
I know you of old.
That is the sum of it all, Leonardo. Signor Claudio and Signor Benedict, my good friend Leonardo, hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay at least the month. And he heartily prays that some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lord, being reconciled to the prince, your brother. I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please that your grace lead on.
Your hand, Leonardo, we shall go together.
Benedict! Didst thou note the daughter of Signor Leonato?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
But I faith methinks she's too low for a high praise.
Too brown for a fair praise.
And too little for a great praise.
Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome.
And being no other than she is.
I don't like her.
Would you buy her that you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
In mine eyes, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if Hera would be my wife.
Is it come to this?
Look, Don Pedro's returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you follow not to Leonardo's?
He is in love. With who? No, that is your Grace's part. Mark how short his answers.
With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
If it were so, so it were uttered.
Well, amen. For if you love her, the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And by my faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two faiths and trusts, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
But that the lady is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved nor know how she should be worthy is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me.
I will die in it at the stake.
That was ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
And could never maintain his part but by the force of his will.
That a woman conceives me.
I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks.
That I will have a retreat winded in my forehead, or hang my bugle in an invisible baldric.
All women shall pardon me.
I shall see thee ere I die, look pale in the face of love.
With anger, with sickness,
Or with hunger, my lord.
not with love.
Nay, mock not, mock not.
Examine your conscience.
And so I leave.
You.
My liege, your highness now may do me good.
My love is thine to teach. Teach it but how, and thou shalt see how apt it is to learn any hard lesson that may do thee good.
Oh, my lord, when you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon it with the soldier's eye that liked, but had a rougher task at hand than to drive liking to the name of love. But now I'm returned, and war thoughts leave their places vacant, and in their rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is. Saying, I liked her ere I went to wars.
I know there shall be revelling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero that I am Claudio. And in her bosom I will enclasp my heart, take her hearing captive with the strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then to her father I will break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice, let us put it presently.
I know, brother. Where's my cousin, your son? Hath he provided us music?
He's very busy about it. But brother, I can tell you, strange news that you dreamt not of. The Prince of Count Claudio walking in a thick bleach alley in mine orchard was thus much overheard by a man of mine. The prince discovered be Claudio that he loved my niece, your daughter, and meant to acknowledge it this night in a dance. And we found her in court, he meant to take the time by the top and instantly break with you of it.
I will acquaint my daughter with thou, that she may be the better prepared. Peradventure, this be true. Cousin, you know what you have to do.
What good year, my lord? Why are you thus out of measure sad?
I cannot hide what I am. I must be sad when I have cause and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach and wait on no man's leisure. Sleep when I'm drowsy and tend on no man's business. And laugh when I'm merry and claw no man in his humor.
Yeah, but you must not make a full show of this until you can do it without controlment. It's needful that we frame the season for your own harvest.
I'd rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace. And better it fits my blood to be the stain of all than a fashion a carriage to rob love from any. And this, though I cannot be said to be a flattering honest man, it must not be denied that I'm a plain dealing villain. I'm trusted with the muzzle and enfranchised with the clog. Therefore I have decreed not to sing in my cage. If I have my mouth, I will bite. If I have my liberty, I will do mine liking. In the meantime, Let me be their aim. Seek not to alter. What news brought you?
I come yonder from great supper. The prince, your brother, is royally detained by Leonato. I can give intelligence of intended marriage.
Will it serve any model to build mischief on?
I speak of your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Claudia?
Even he.
A proper squire. And who, which way looks he?
To marry on Hero, daughter and heir to Leonato.
A very forward-march chick. What was it you heard?
I heard it agreed upon that the prince, having wooed Hero for himself, give her to Count Claudio.
Come. If I can cross him in any way, I bless myself in every way. You are both sure and will assist me?
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
We wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but am heartburned an hour after.
Well, he is a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that remained just in the midway between him and Benedict. One, too like an image and says nothing. The other, too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Then have Senior Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and have Count John's melancholy in Senior Benedict's face.
With a good leg and a good foot, uncle, money enough in his purse, such a man will win any woman in the world, if I could get her goodwill.
If God sends you,
Please, God, send me no husband, the blessing which I am upon my hands and knees every morning and evening.
Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face, yet I could not endure he who hath not one.
He that hath a beard is more than youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man.
And he that is more than youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Therefore, I will go not into hell, but to the gate, and there will the devil meet me like an old cuckold with horns on his head, and say,
Get thee to heaven, Beatrice, here is no place for you maids.
daughter, remember, if the prince do solicitate you in that kind, you know your answer.
The fault will be in the music, cousin, if you not be wooed in good time.
The royals are urgent, brother. Make good room.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Not I, believe me.
Did he ever make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
He's a prince's jester. Very dull fool. Only his gifts in deceiving impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him. For the accommodation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he's in the fleet. I would if he had boarded me.
When I see the gentleman, I will tell him what you say.
Do. He'll break accommodation or two on me, which peradventure is not marked, or laughed at. Strikes him into melancholy. It's a partridge wing saved, for the fool will eat no supper that night. We must follow the leaders.
Never good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turning.
is Claudio.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him.
How know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too, and he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
'Tis certain so. The prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all the things, save in the office and affairs of love.
Count Claudio, the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Did you think the prince would have served you thus? Alas, poor hurt fowl. Oh, Beatrice!
But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince is full. Ha!
Ha! It may be I go under that title because I am married.
It is the base, though bitter, disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person. Ah!
And so gives me out. Well, I will be revenged as I may.
How, senor? Where's the count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord. I found him here as a schoolboy who, being overjoyed with finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion and he steals it.
The transgression is in the stealer.
You, who as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest?
I will but teach them to sing and return them to their owner.
If their singing answer your saying, by my faith, you say honestly.
The lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman she danced with says she was much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I was myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great doll, huddling jest upon jest, with such impossible conveyance upon me, that I stood like a man at a mark with the whole army shooting at me. She speaks poignards and every word stabs. If her breath were as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. Come, do not talk of her.
Count Claudio.
Here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service to the world's end? I will go on the slightest errand now. I will fetch you a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. Do any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? You have no employment for me?
None, but to desire your good company.
Oh God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Senor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord, he lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it, a double heart for his single one.
Married once before he won it of me, with false dice.
I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to see.
Claudio, I would in thy name. Fair hero is one.
Count, take up me my daughter, and with her my fortunes.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Lady, as you are mine, I am yours.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss.
Faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Thus goes everyone into the world, but I may sit in a corner and cry, hey-ho, for a husband.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech you, pardon me, your grace. Cousins, God give you joy.
She cannot endure to tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
You are an excellent wife for Benedict.
If they were but a week married.
They would talk themselves mad.
I will undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Senor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other.
My lord, I am for you.
As I am, my lord. And you too, gentle hero?
I'll do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
I know Benedict is not the unhopefulest husband that I know. Go in with me, and I'll tell you my drift.
Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lord.
But I can cross it.
How canst thou cross this marriage?
I think I told your ladyship how much I'm in the favor of Margaret.
The waiting gentlewoman of Hero.
I remember.
I can, at any unseizable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
Go you to Don Pedro, your brother. Tell him he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio up to contaminated stale.
Such a one is Hero. Tell him that you know that Hero loves me. Bring him to see this the very night before the intended wedding. Me, at her chamber window, hear me call Margaret Hero, hear Margaret term me Claudio. This way, Claudio will think Hero is unfaithful.
And there shall appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty that jealousy shall be called assurance.
Be cunning in the working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats. I will presently go learn their dear marriage.
1,000 ducats!
I do much wonder that one man, after he has seen how much another man is a fool when dedicating his behaviors to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, and yet I am well. But until all graces come into one woman shall not come in my grace. It is the Prince of Monsieur Love. I shall hide myself in the arbor.
Come, Balthazar, let's hear that song again.
Sigh no more, lady, sigh no more. Men put a sea for as ever. One foot in sea and one on board. One thing doesn't never. Then sigh not so, but let them go and be your mind and body. Converted oil sounds so far in a hey, nonny. Sing no more, daddy, sing no more. I don't know and heavy. The proto man was ever so since summer from levy. Then sigh not so, but let them go and be your mind and body. Converted oil sounds so far in a hey, nonny.
Had he been a dog that had howled us, they would have hanged him.
See where Benedict hath hid himself.
Oh, very well, my lord.
Come hither, Leonardo. What was it you told me of today, that your niece Beatrice was in love with Signor Benedict? I did not think that lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Signor Benedict.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that corner?
By my troth, my lord, I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit. There was never counterfeit of passion. Came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook while this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit. You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed. How pray you? You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
I would have sworn it had, my lord, especially against Benedict.
I should think this is gold, but that the white-bearded fellow speaks thus.
He hath taken the infection. Hold it up.
Has she made her affections known to Benedict?
No, and swears she never will. That's her torment. This says she now when she's beginning to write to him. For she'll be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she hath written a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, when she had written and was reading it over, she found Benedict and Beatrice between the sheets. Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she should be so immodest as to write to one that she knew would flout her.
And then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats at her heart, tears at her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict, God give me patience.
She doth indeed, my daughter says so.
It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it.
But to what end? He would make but a sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And if he should, it were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And she is exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
Hero says she will surely die, for she will die if he love her not, and she will die if he make her love known, and she will die if he woo her rather than make her bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well, for if she make tender of her love, 'tis possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you know all, hath a contemptible spirit. I love Benedict well, but I wish he could modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he do not dote on her upon this, I shall never trust my expectation.
This could be no trick, for the conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me! Why? It must be requited!
Good Margaret, run thee to the parlor. There shalt thou find my cousin Beatrice proposing with the prince and Claudia. Whisper her ear and tell her I and Ursula walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all of her. Say thou overheardst us, and bid her steal into the pleached bower. There will she hide her to listen our purpose. This is thy office. Bear thee well in it and leave us alone.
I'll make her come, I warrant you.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, our whole talk must only be of Benedict. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man did merit. My talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. For look, where Beatrice, like a lapwing, runs close to the ground to hear our conference.
So angle we for Beatrice, who even now is couched in the woodbine coverture. Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then go we near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false, sweet bait we lay for it. No! Truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggards of the rock.
But are you sure Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince and my neutral lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection and never let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full, as fortunate a bed as ever Beatrice to couch upon?
Oh, God of love, I know he doth deserve as much as may be yielded to a man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. She cannot love, nor take no shape, nor project of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. Therefore, certainly it were not good she knew of his love, lest she make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. So turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchaseth.
Sure, such company is not commendable.
No, not to be so ardent from all fashions as Beatrice is cannot be commendable. But who dare tell her of it? If I should speak, she would mock me into air.
Yet, tell her of it. Hear what she'll say.
No. Rather, I will go to Benedict and counsel him to fight against his passion.
Oh, do not do your cousin such a wrong. She cannot be so much without true judgment, having so swift and excellent a wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy Always accepted, my dear Claudio.
I pray you, be not angry with me, madam, speaking my fancy. Signor Benedict, for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor, goes foremost in report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
His excellence did earn it, ere he had it. So when are you married, madam?
Why, every day. Oh, tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires and have thy counsel which is best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's lying. I wonder, we have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by haps. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much. Content, farewell, and maiden pride adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on! Oh, I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand, to bind our loves up in a holy band, for others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it, better than reportingly.
Leonardo, I've been meaning to talk to you about your needs.
I do but stay till your marriage be consummate, and then go I toward Aragon. I'll bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me. Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage as to show a child a new coat, and forbid him to wear it. I will only be bold with Benedict for his company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot, he is all mirth.
Oh, gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I, methinks you are a sadder.
I hope he be in love.
Hang him, truant, there's no sign of true blood in him to be truly be touched with love. If he be sad, he wants money.
I have the toothache.
What? Sigh for the toothache?
Yet say I, he is in love.
There's no appearance of fancy in him.
If he be not in love with some woman, there is no believing old signs.
Hath any man seen him at the barber's?
No. But the barber's man hath been seen with him.
Hey!
Indeed! He looks younger than he did, by the loss of a beard.
Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
Conclude. He is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
And in despite of all, dies for him.
Oh!
Yet is this no charm for the toothache? Old senor, come, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 words which these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have played their parts with Beatrice, and the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good den, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
If it please you. Yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I speak of concerns him.
Well, what's the matter?
Means your lordship be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you, discover it.
You may think I love you not. Let that appear hereafter, and aim better at me by that. I now will manifest. For my brother, I think he holds you well, and in dearness of heart have hope your effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent, and labor ill bestowed.
Why, what's the matter?
I came hither to tell you the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she. Leonato's hero? Your hero? Every man's hero.
Disloyal!
The word is too good to paint out her wickedness. Go but with me tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered. What? Even the night before her wedding day. If you love her then, tomorrow wed her. But it would better fit your honor to change your mind.
May this be so.
I will not think it.
If you follow me, I will show you enough.
If I see anything tonight why I should not marry her tomorrow in front of the entire congregation where I will wed, then I will shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will join with thee to disgrace her.
I will disparage her no farther, but bear it coldly until you are my witnesses, and let the issue show itself.
O day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarting.
Oh, plague right well prevented. You will say when you have seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true?
Yea, give him our charge there, Dogberry.
This is your charge. You are to bid any man stand in the prince's name. How if they will not stand?
If he will not stand when he is bidden, he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and they are to meddle with none but the prince's subjects. Oh, one word more on his neighbors. I pray you watch about Signor Leonato's door. For the wedding being there tomorrow, there is a great call tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant, I beseech you. What, Conrad?
Peace, stir not.
Here man I am. Now, forward with thy tale.
I have tonight wooed Margaret, a lady Hero's gentlewoman by the name of Hero. She bids me out of her mistress' chamber's window, bids me 1,000 times good night. Oh, I tell this self-violent. I should first tell thee how the prince, Claudio, and my master, planted facing my zest by my master, Don John, saw far off in the orchard in this amiable encounter.
And thought they Margaret was hero.
Two of them did. The prince and Claudio. Away when Claudio, enraged, swore he would meet her as was appointed. The next day, at the temple, in front of the whole congregation, shame her with what he saw her that night, and sent her home again without a husband.
We charge you in the prince's name. Stand!
Call the right master constable. We here have recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery known in the Commonwealth.
Masters, never speak. We charge you. Now let us obey you to come with us.
Good Ursula, wake my cousin Beatrice.
I will, lady.
And bid her come hither.
Troth, I think your other rabbito were better.
No, pray thee, good Meg. I'll wear this.
By my troth, it's not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this. God give me joy to wear it, for my heart is exceeding heavy.
'Twill be heavier soon, by the weight of a man.
Fie upon thee!
Of what, lady? Of speaking honorably? Is not marriage honorable in a beggar? Is not your lord honorable without marriage?
Good morrow, cuz.
Good morrow, sweet hero.
Why, how now? Do you speak in a sick tune?
I am out of all other tunes, methinks. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you were ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill. Hi-ho.
Nothing I, but God send every one their heart's desire.
These gloves the Count sent me. They're an excellent perfume.
I am stuffed, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed.
there is goodly catching of cold.
Oh, God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left it.
By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardius Benedictus and lay it to your heart. It is the only thing for a qualm.
Benedictus? Why Benedictus? Have you some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? No. By my troth, I have no moral meaning. I meant plain, holy thistle.
Madame, the Prince of Count Senior Benedict Don John and all the gowns of the town have come to fetch you.
What is it, my good friends?
Goodman Burgess, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not so blunt as God help I would desire they were. But in faith, honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God I'm as honest as any man living. That is an old man and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous. Palumbrous, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the poor duke's officers.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Mary, sir, our watch tonight, except in horse's presence, has taken a couple of his errant knaves as any in Messina.
An old man, sir, he will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. Well said, in faith, neighbor Burgess.
I must leave you.
One word, sir. Our watch, sir, has indeed comprehended 2 auspicious persons, and we would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it me. I am in great haste, as it may appear unto you.
It shall be sufficient.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
We are now to examination, these men.
And we must do it wisely.
You come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No. To be married to her, friar. You come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do. Stand thee by, friar. Father, by your leave, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
And what have I to give back whose worth may counterpoise this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble thankfulness. There, Leonardo, take her back! Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She is but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. Comes not that blood as modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you not swear, all you that see her, that she were a maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved wanton.
Dear my lord, you, in your own proof, vanquished the resistance of her youth,
and made defeat of her virginity.
No, Leonardo, I never tempted her with word too large, but as a brother to a sister, showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seemed ever otherwise I to you.
Out on thee, see me! You are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
Is my lord well that he does speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that I've gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
Leonardo.
Not like a nuptial.
True, oh God.
Leonardo, stand I here. Is this the prince? Is this face hero? Are our eyes our own?
All this is so, but what of this, my lord?
Let me but move one question to your daughter, and by the fatherly and kindly power that you have, bid her answer truly.
I charge thee do so as thou art my child.
God, defend me, how am I beset? What kind of fancy call you this?
What man was you talking with yesterday out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now if you are a maid, answer to this!
I talked with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why then you are no maiden. Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself, my brother, this grieved count, did see her, hear her at that hour last night, talk with the ruffian at her chamber window, who hath indeed, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they've had 1,000 times in secret.
O hero, what a hero hast thou been, if half thy outward graces had been placed about the thoughts and counsel of the heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair, farewell.
No man's dagger near a point for me?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light, smother her spirits up.
Do not live here, do not open thine eyes. Be the happy one. Why had I won? Why ever was I live in my eyes? Why is she, oh, she is fond too bit of ink.
Sir, be patient. For my part, I'm so tired and wonder.
Sweet hero. Oh, my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
Yeah, no, truly not. Although, until last night, I have this 12th month been her bedfellow.
Confirmed. What did you put this lie and Claudia lie? Had some her let her die.
Yes, a little.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that you accuse her. She knows none.
Two of them have the very bent of honor, and if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard.
If they run her honor.
Pause a while and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the prince, is left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed.
What shall become of this?
She dying, as it must so be maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer.
So will it fare with Claudio.
When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination.
And every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit than when she lived indeed.
And then shall he mourn, and wish he had not accused her so.
Signor Leonardo, let the friars advise you.
Being that flown creep the smallest fly may lead me.
'Tis well consented. Presently away.
Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged.
Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I do not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
And how much might a man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very evil way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office.
But not yours.
I do love nothing in this world so well as you. Is that not strange?
As strange as the thing I know not, it were as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not,
And yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing.
I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear to eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me and make him eat that says I love not you.
Why then, God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You abstained me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
And do with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that there is none left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee?
Kill Claudio.
Ha! Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it.
Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone.
Though I am here, there is no love in you. Nay,
I
pray you
let
let me
me
go.
Beatrice,
In faith I will go.
we'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with my enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he now improved in a villain that has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man. What? Bare hands until I come to take hands with public accusation, uncover slander, unmitigated rancor.
Oh, God, that I were a man.
I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with the man out a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wronged.
She is slandered, she is undone.
Beatrice.
He is not as valiant as Hercules, only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing.
Therefore I will die of grieving.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice. By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Count Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. Go, comfort your cousin, and I must say she is dead, and so farewell.
Is our whole dissembly appeared? Yes.
Yes.
We are here.
Which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before the Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me.
No. The offenders.
What is your name, friend?
Baraccio.
Pray, write down Baraccio. Yours, sire?
I'm a gentleman. Sir, and my name is Conrad.
Write down Master,
Mr.
Gentleman,
Pretentious,
Conrad.
Communist.
Master, do you serve God?
Yea, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. Masters, it is proved already that you are little better than false knaves, and will go near to be thought so shortly. How answer you for yourselves?
Very, sir, we say we are not.
I said it is thought you are false knaves.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
Well, stand aside for God. They are both in a tale.
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the what? Their accuser.
Ah, yea, Mary, that's the eftest way. Masters, accuse these men.
This man said, sir, that Don John the prince's brother was a villain.
Write down that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain. Oh, why, that is like perjury to call Don John, the prince's brother, a villain.
What heard you him say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats of Don John for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did mean, upon his words, to disgrace Hero before the whole assembly and not marry her.
Oh, what else?
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John this morning had secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon grief suddenly died.
Oh.
Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonatos. I shall go before and show him their examination.
Come, bind them. Thou not varlet.
Away. You are an ass.
You are an ass!
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass! But masters, remember that I am an ass. There will not be writ down. Yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety, as will be proved upon me by good witness. I am an officer, and what is more, a house owner, and what is more, as pretty a piece of flesh as ever was in Messina. Now, take them away. Oh, that I have been written down an ass!
Brother, if you go on thus, you will kill yourself.
I pray thee, cease thy counsel which falls into my ears as profitless, as water in a sieve. Let no comforter delight mine ears as one whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father that so loved his child, and I of him will gather patience. But there is no such man, brother.
I'm just trying to...
Brother, who can counsel and speak patience to those with which grief they do not feel. But tasting it, their counsel turns to passion. No, 'tis all men's office to speak patience to those that wring under a load of sorrow, but no man's virtue nor sufficiency to be so moral when he shall endure the like himself. Therefore, give me no counsel.
Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There, thou hast speak to reason. Nay, I will. Hero is belied.
Here comes the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good den.
Good day.
My lord, my lord.
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Some haste, my lord?
Nay, do not quarrel with us.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low. Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me! Know to thy head, Claudio, thou hast so wronged my innocent child and me with gray hairs and bruises of many days. Do challenge thee to the trial of a man. Thou hast so belied my innocent child. Thy slander has gone through and through her heart, and she lies buried with her ancestors, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
You speak not right, old man.
My lord, I will prove it on his body, if he dare.
Away, I will not have to do with you.
Can thou so daft me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou shalt kill me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
He shall kill two of us, and men indeed.
Brother Antony.
Content yourself. God knows that I love my niece, but she is dead, slandered to death by villains. Hold you content. I know them, yea, and what they weigh, even to the utmost scruple. Scrambling, outfacing, fashion all you boys that do lie. Stop to pray and slander, how they might hurt their enemies, and this is all.
Brother Antony.
Do not you meddle in this. Let me deal in it.
Nay, gentlemen. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but on my honor, she was accused with nothing but what was very true and very full of proof.
Hear you, my
Nay,
lord.
we will not hear you.
No? Well, come, brother. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
You are a villain!
Oh, see, here comes the man we went to seek.
Good day, my lord. I came to seek you both.
Now, senor, what's news?
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Shall I speak a word in your ear? You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare and when you dare. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will see you
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. My lord, for your many courtesies I thank you. Your brother, the bastard, has fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. And for my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is an earnest.
In most profound earnest. And I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee?
Most sincerely.
But soft you, did he not say my brother was fled? How now? 2 of my brother's men bound? Borachio, 1? Officer, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanders. 6th and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they're lying knaves.
Sweet prince, let this count kill me, for I have deceived even your very eyes.
Even your very eyes.
Which your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light.
Brought to light.
Who in the night overheard me confessing to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you were brought from the orchard and saw me court Margaret in hero's garments. How you disgraced her.
Disgrace.
When you should marry her. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation. And briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison while he's uttered it.
But did my brother set thee onto this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero.
Which is the villain? Let me see his eyes.
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Look on us.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hast killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain. Thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princes, for my daughter's death.
Let me pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself, and pose to me what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. Yet sinned I not, but in mistaken.
By my soul nor I would bend under any heavy weight that you'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina here, how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb, and sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Tomorrow come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost the copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears from me.
Tomorrow, then, I will expect your coming. Tonight, I take my leave.
And so dies my revenge.
Pray thee, Mistress Ursula, call Beatrice,
I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
and therefore will come. No one was ever so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Marry, I cannot show it in rhyme. I can find out no rhyme to lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme for scorn, horn, a hard rhyme For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor can I woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I call thee?
Yea, Senor, depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then as spoken. Very well now. And yet, ere I go, let me go without a came, which is knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and therefore I shall kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore, I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frightened the word out of its right sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, neither I shall shortly hear of him, or I shall subscribe him as a coward. Now tell me, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them all together, that which maintain so politic a state of evil that they will not admit any good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love? A good epithet. I do suffer love, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I'll spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. Now tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me and men, for I will leave you here too, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle at once. It is proven my lady hero hath been falsely accused, the Prince of Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of it all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, Senor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes, and moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Is this the monument of Leonardo?
It is, my lord.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, and guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. And thus the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou here upon her tomb, praising her when I am dumb. And now unto thy bones good night. Yearly will I do this right.
Good morrow, masters. Put out your torches. Thanks to you all leave us. Very well.
Good morrow, masters. Each his several way.
Come, let us hence and put on other weeds, and then to Leonardo's we'll go.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the Prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the air that you heard debated. Although Margaret was in some fault for this, although against her will, as it appears in the true course of all the question.
Well, I am glad how things sort so well.
And so am I, being else by faith and force to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter and you gentlewomen all, withdrawn to a chamber by yourselves, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The Prince and Claudio promised by this hour to visit me. You know your office, brother. You must be father to your brother's daughter and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with confirmed countenance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me. One of them. Truth is, Leonardo, good senor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
That I my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
And I do with an eye of love requite her.
The sight whereof I think you had from me, the Prince and Claudio. But what is your will?
My will this day is to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage, in which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the Prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. We here attend you. Are you yet determined today to marry with my brother's daughter?
I'd hold my mind were she anyone.
Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter that you have such a February face?
Oh, tush, fear not, man. For all Europa shall rejoice at thee, when he would play the noble beast in love. But here come other reckonings. Tell me, which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you her.
Why then she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, that you shall not. Till you take her hand before this holy friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I'm your husband if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife.
And when you loved, you am I the husband.
Another hero?
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement that I cannot qualify after the holy rites are ended. I'll tell you largely a fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonders seem familiar, and to a chapel less presently.
Soft and fair, friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Why then, your uncle, the prince, and Claudio have been deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin, Margaret and Ursula, are much deceived. For they did swear you did.
They swore you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No, truly, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin. I'm sure you love the gentleman.
Why, I'll be sworn upon it that he does. Oh, for look, here's a paper, written his own hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written by cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here are our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this good day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace.
How dost thou, Benedict the married man?
I'll tell thee what, Prince. The College of Woodcrackers cannot flout me out of my humor. In brief, since I do purpose to marry, I shall think to no purpose to what the world can say against it, and therefore never flout at me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. For thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but in that thou art likely to be my kinsman. Live unbruised, and love my cousin.
And I had well hoped that thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I may have cudgeled thee out of thy single life.
Come, come, we are friends. Ere we are married, let us have a dance, that we may lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterward.
First of my word. Therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad? Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.
My lord, your brother John is ta'en in flight, and brought with armed men back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I will devise thee brave punishment for him. Strike up pipers.
This was your first time acting Shakespeare? But I can't see. Wow. Congratulations. My first time acting Shakespeare was in college in a production of Midsummer Night's Dream that was so bad we canceled the production after 3 weeks of rehearsal. And I never got to perform it. And it wasn't until I got here to UC Davis and did my doctorate in theater history I had a chance to do 2 more Shakespeare plays. So you all clapped for each other. And now this is a chance for you to clap to yourself for your first successful The thing that I found fascinating about this, and I hope that you found too, is there is so much that's not on the page when you do Shakespeare. And it's all there, and you all had such a great opportunity to make the words come alive and put in your own personalities. and everybody did such a great job. Thank you all to the teachers who did such a great job working with you. And what a great experience. Time I want to turn it back over to Joyce.
Thank you, David. And now, before we break, I have a very special treat for you. Your teachers are going to do their scenes that they did in London for you. And basically go to your stations. Administrator here with Brittany Hanson, Allison Rude, and I'm so sorry that I forgot to introduce her as well as with the rest of the VIPs that are here today. So welcome to you. And now, let me give you a little explanation. The scenes that you're going to see your teachers do are those that they rehearsed in London and that they performed on the Globe stage in a performance that we called the Midnight Matinee. These are blocks that are very similar to the ones that you have seen just now. They'll last about 5 to 7 minutes apiece, and then when that's concluded, I'll come back and we'll go from there, okay?
Much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviors to love, will, when he has laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. And such a man is Claudio. I have known when he would have no music in him but the drum and the fife. Now he'd rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would walk a good 10 miles afoot to see a good armor. And now he will lie 10 nights awake carving the fashion in a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose like an honest man and a soldier. And now he has turned orthography, his very words, a fantastical banquet. May I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise are all none. Virtuous are all never cheapen her. Fair or I'll never look on her. Mild or what? Come not near me. Noble or not I for an angel. Of good discourse. An excellent musician. And her hair shall be of what color, please God. Here come the prince and Monsieur Love. I will hide me in the arbor.
Son no more, lady, son no more, me will deceive us ever. 1 foot on she and 1 on short, one thing constant never. So son I'm so, but I let them go, and be you blithe and bonny, considering all your songs of woe into you.
Hey, naughty, naughty.
Oh, the good song.
And if they were a dog that would have held us, they would have hanged him.
Oh, how still the evening is.
Know you where Benedict hid himself?
Very well, my lord.
Leonardo, come hither. What was it you told me of earlier today? That your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Senor Benedict?
Oh, I saw that. Foul sits. I did never think that man would have loved any lady.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful that she should so dote on Senor Benedict, whom she hath in all hours affection seen ever to more. By my truth, I know not what to think, but that she loves him with an enraged affection. It is past the maybe she doth. But counterfeit? What counterfeit?
Yet faith like enough.
Oh, counterfeit. There came never counterfeit if passion was so near the life of passing passion as she discovers it. What effects of passion shows she?
Bait the hook well. This fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? She will sit. You heard my daughter tell you how?
She did. Indeed.
Oh! You amaze me! I would have thought her invincible against all assaults of affection. I should have thought so too, my lord, especially against Benedict.
I should think this a gull, but the white-bearded fellow speaks it. Knavery surely cannot hide itself in such reverence.
He hath taken the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict? No, and swears she never will. That's her truth.
'Tis true indeed, so your daughter tells it. Shall I, says she that have so often countered him in scorn, write to him that I love him?
This says she now, but she is beginning to write, for she will be up 20 times a night, and there will she sit in her smock till she have writ a sheet of paper.
Now you talk of a sheet of paper. I remember a pretty jest your daughter told us of.
Oh, when she had written and was reading it over, she found Benedict and Beatrice between the sheets. Oh, she tore the letter into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself that she should be so immodest to write to one that she knew would flout her.
Then, down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict. God, give me patience.
My daughter says so. It were good that Benedict knew of it by some other, if she will not discover it.
To what end, my lord? He would but make sport of it and torment the poor lady worse.
And he should, it were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady. And out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And exceeding wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict.
Hero says she will surely die, for she says she will die if he love her not, and she will die ere she make her love known, and she will die if he woo her, rather than she will bate one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, if you know all, hath a contemptible spirit. Well, I am sorry for your niece. My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If ye do not dote on her upon this, I shall never trust my expectation.
This can be no trick. The Godfords must sadly bored they have the truth of this from Hero. It seems they pity the lady. Seems their affections have their full bent. Love me. I must be requited! I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I do perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that she would rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never nothing to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that can hear their attractions and put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis the truth. I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. By my troth, there's no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument for her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. I may perchance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit about me because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth that he cannot endure in his age. When I said I would die a bachelor, I did never think I should live till I was married. Oh, here comes Beatrice. By this day, she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
I thank you, Beatrice, for your pains.
I took no more pains for those thanks than you took pains to thank me.
Do you take pleasure, then, in the message?
About as much as you would take upon a knife's point to choke a doll withal. You have no stomach, sir. Very well.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner. There's double meaning in that. I took no more thanks to thank you than pains to think of. Well, that's as much to say. That any pains I think for you are as easy as thanks. If I do not pity her, I am a villain. If I do not love her, I am a fool. I will go get her picture.
Sway you in this case. Your daughter here, Princess left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed.
Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument hang mournful rites and epitaphs and do all rituals that appertain unto a burial.
What shall become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried shall, on her behalf, change slander to remorse.
That is some good.
But not for that dream I on this strange course, but on this travail look for greater birth.
She dying, as it must be so maintained upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer.
For it so falls out that what we have we prize not to the worth whiles we enjoy it, but being lacked and lost, why, then we rack the value. Then we see the virtue that possession would not show us whiles it was ours.
So will it fare with Claudio?
When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come apparelled in more precious habit, more moving and delicate and full of life, into the eye and of this soul than when she lived indeed.
Then shall he mourn, if ever love had interest in his liver, and wish he had not so accused her, no, though he thought his accusation true.
Let this be so. In doubt not, but success will fashion the event in better shape than we can lay it down in likelihood.
But if all but this be leveled false, the supposition of the lady's death shall quench the wonder of her infamy.
And if it sort not well, you can conceal her, as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious life, out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Signor Leonato, let the friars advise you. And though you know my ignorance and love are even until the Prince and Claudio, yet on my honor I will deal in this as secretly and justly as the soul should with the body.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
'Tis well consented.
Presently away.
For two strange sores strangely may strain the cure.
Come! Lady, die to live.
This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged.
Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I would not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
Ah, and how much the man might deserve of me that would right her.
Well, is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
Well, may a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
As strange as the thing as I know not. For it were as possible for me to say that I love nothing so well as you, and yet I believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, yet I deny nothing. I am just sorry for my cousin.
Oh, by my sword, Beatrice, thou loves me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I'll make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest I love thee.
Why then God forgive me.
Oh, what offense, sweet Beatrice.
You have stayed me in this happy hour. I was about to confess that I loved you.
Oh, then do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of mine heart that there is none left to confess.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it.
Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice. I am gone, though I am here. Nay, I pray you, let me go. There is no love in you. Beatrice, in faith I will go.
We'll be friends first.
You dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy?
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain that hath slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man! What? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands, then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor. Oh, God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Oh, talk with a man, out at a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet hero, she is wronged, she is slandered, she is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes of counties! Oh, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count, Count Comfect, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake. Oh, that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, but only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I would die a woman with grieving.
Terry, good Beatrice, by this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you, in your soul, that Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I kiss your hand. And so I will leave you. By this hand, Claudio will render me a dear account. As you think of me, and hear of me, think of me. Go. Comfort your cousin. I must say she's dead. And so farewell.
And enjoy your refreshments and enjoy the rest of the day. You've done a terrific job.